she kind of touched on how like a lot of people say they do their best thinking like in the shower or driving. And I have at times noticed this, and I feel like there are times when I'm taking, long showers or just sitting in the bath or actually driving, uh, when I'm not like actively, sometimes when I'm driving, I'm like actively listening to things, but when I'm just like listening to music and I
Mhm.
allow myself to relax more, I have noticed that I do feel like, especially related to work, ideas will come to me more naturally. I guess.
Yeah, the interesting thing on that part is, and I think later in the book, she said one of the fixes for, I think she was calling it a creativity block, is to not read.
Yes.
And I was kind of thinking it's good to read because it gives you ideas. But on the other hand, if you're reading, you're not really allowing yourself to do anything else and kind of just wander. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So there was like a question, I think it was called Imaginary Lives. Like if you had five other lives to lead, what would you do in each of them? Um, so do you have any thoughts on like what five other lives you would lead? I mean, I think she was kind of getting at like crafts, I would say. Or not I mean, I guess a profession or craft. I don't
I mean,
know.
I didn't fill this out while I was going through it, but I could tell you, I mean, I would be curious. Uh, it's obviously, I feel like at some level, I feel like mom and dad wanted me to be a medical doctor. I would also be curious how like my life would have turned out if I was a medical doctor.
Okay,
Uh,
interesting.
I also like would have been curious if at 18, instead of going to college, I mean, I think this applies probably equally for both of us, if we would have went to Europe and tried to play soccer. Uh, I mean, if I would have found pickleball 10 years earlier, I would have been interested to see how I could have done in that.
20
So yeah.
or 20 years earlier.
Or even 20. I mean, if I would have found it when I was 20, yeah, I think I could have, if it was big like it was today, I think I could have done pretty well still.